Alright, today we're going to talk about understanding the coordinate plane. So, when you first started learning about the coordinate plane, you're shown this part that I'm highlighting in blue here. And that was the first thing you ever learned, was that things are positive. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 going both ways. And this is the first thing you learn, so it is considered quadrant 1. And quadrants are written in Roman numerals. Well, the way we number the quadrant plane is counterclockwise. So you start at 1 and you go counterclockwise, numbering the rest. So this would be 2, this would be 3, and this would be 4. So those are the 4 quadrants of the coordinate plane. And you'll notice that your values follow a pattern. So this is your x-axis. And this is your y-axis. So you always start on your x before you go to y, because in the alphabet x comes before y. So it's the same thing here. So if you notice, if you're in quadrant 1, all of your x values are positive and all of your y values are also positive. If you're in quadrant 2, your x values are negative and your y values are positive. If you're in quadrant 3, both your x and your y are negative. And if you're in quadrant 4, your x is positive and your y is negative. So, ordered pairs with the same sign would be in quadrant 1 and 3. Ordered pairs with different sign would be in quadrant 2 and 4. So let's work on plotting some points. Alright, so I have 4 points for us to plot there. The first one is 5, 3. So x is positive, so I'm going to go 5 to the right, and then 3 up, because the 3 is positive. Right is always going to be positive, and up is always going to be positive. So at 5, 3 is my letter A. Then B is at negative 2, 4. So I start on the x, I go to negative 2, and then up to 4. So that's letter B. C is at negative 1, 7. So I go negative 1 on the x, and then down to negative 7 on the y. So C would be right there. And then D is 8, negative 9. So I go over to 8 on my x, and then down to negative 9 on my y. And that would be letter D. Alright, so now I have some points already plotted and we need to figure out where they are. So first we'll start with A. So if you look at A, we go along the x to get to negative 6, and then we're going up to positive 6. So your ordered pair for A would be negative 6, 6. For B, we go along the x, and we get to negative 3, and then we go down 2, so that would be negative 3, negative 2. For C, we're going over 2 on our x, and we're not going up or down. So that would be 0. We didn't go up, we didn't go down, so we went no places, so that's 0. So C would be at 2, 0. E, we go along our x to 7, and then we go up all the way to 8. So our ordered pair would be 7, 8. Oh wait, that's E. Got my letters confused there. So E would be 7, 8. D, we also go to 7, but we go down to negative 6. So D would be at 7, negative 6. And the last one, F, we're not going anywhere on our x-axis. We didn't go left or right, we're just going straight down. So x would be 0, and our y would be at negative 7.